I want to talk about DE underscore Livehouse, okay? It was made by a legendary map maker, okay? Their name was Nipper. You may have heard it before. He made maps where you'd play with a lot of people, do crazy stuff, and you can look him up. This map specifically really affected me honestly in a profound way. When I first experienced this map, it was through Trouble in Terrorist Town, okay? TTT. Normally in Counter-Strike and in these online games are just, regular CS maps, office, they're just normal places. The reason why this map is so important to me is because this house is alive, okay? It's alive. There's a ghost that flies through it. It's not just a normal house where somebody made, their room. It's got flesh textures. It's got flesh textures that merge with the cement. It doesn't even really make sense, but it's kind of incredible. It's got rounded cave walls that take you into a room where there's meat tubes on the ceiling, meat in storage containers, all kinds of weird things you wouldn't expect. There's a mouth on the ground that shoots little red balls out of it. It plays faint music. It makes noises. Is this Nipper's mouth? Maybe. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. There's just a mouth on the ground. I mean, that's pretty crazy. And especially as a kid too, when I'm playing Garry's Mod for like the first time in 2010, seeing stuff like this is just so different from like a mainstream, game that I would have been playing back in the day where you kind of always know what you're gonna get. But this map has all kinds of weird and surreal things going on. Oh my God, I got jump scared. This map's got more than just mouths, okay? You look at this room, you wouldn't think that the rest of the map looks the way that it does. You go into this room, you see cubes connected to meat, connected to the wall, and you think, what am I in, Jabu Jabu from Ocarina of Time? No, it's Livehouse. It's got these door thresholds where there's just like faint dripping mist or liquid. I don't even know what it is. Part of the beauty in all this stuff is just not even knowing what I'm looking at half the time. We got paintings, Salvador Dali paintings. We got moving rooms. We got a piano that plays itself. Remember the last room that we were in with all these cubes? Did you think that there was gonna be a piano that plays itself? Not even, that far, just down the hall with the walls that are moving like this? Seeing this kind of stuff as a kid in the Source engine, which to me felt so limited, especially with Hammer, just made me realize you can do crazy things with limited technology. And there's not even a person here. All that it takes is a blue light that moves back and forth, and you know that it's playing the piano, and you can hear it too. It's kind of quiet. There's more meat in the roof. As the name of the map would insinuate, it's alive. There's this very ominous room here. What's going on here? What's the story here? What happened here? Is this some kind of butcher's den? Is somebody storing meat here? It's like a dump. It's like a trash chute. Maybe someone's just dumping their meat from the 3rd floor and it landed here and it caught on fire. I have so many questions. This is just the average Gen Z apartment at this point, maybe. A little bit messy. Looks like a normal kitchen, but what's going on here? There's some meat in the back there. What's going on with this door? Oh. Well, that's kind of crazy. Did you expect that? I don't know. There's the ghost again. Looks normal until you notice the meat wall. Exactly. It looks normal until you notice the meat wall. There's always been something really interesting to me about inaccessible rooms with just things that I want to look at. That looks like a cozy place. That looks like a place I want to lie down. I can see where your inspiration comes from now, can you? See, that's why I'm doing this. I want to share this stuff that I quite like. This is funny enough, probably the most normal room in the map. It's got a mouth on the ceiling. It's got a gaping maw that's just looming down, some ghost meat, some ethereal meat, giving it a little bit of structural support. Can you open this door? No. Oh, maybe. It's just cement. What happens if I open some of these doors? Oh, there's just some eyes. Spooky, scary skeleton? Or just a skull shooting skulls at me? It's very generous. One of my favorite things about this map is this zone over here. And the zombie. But there's this crater in the distance that's got concrete mixed with meat. Concrete. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's on fire. Is there something in there? What's the zombie doing down there too? We see concrete all the time. We see grass all the time. How often do you see this? I mean, probably not very often. There's also the fact that it's made of meat. Another little meat cave, red 40 in the walls. There's this ominous butcher's den with these butcher hooks and just a charred corpse hanging from the roof, as I'm sure we've all done in our apartments. Some zombie pieces. Don't quite know what was going on here. We got a little friend here too. We got an ominous black hole. Oh, jump scare. Hello, friend. So you're never really alone in the live house. You got the house, which is alive. You got you, and you got your little zombie. This corner here. Ooh, some eyeballs? You know, I actually made a painting about this a long time ago. I wonder if I can find it. This was a long time ago. Wow, 7 years ago. Does it look similar? Wait, kinda. This is just proof, okay, that I 7 years ago was very obsessed with these kinds of things, okay? These things have not left my mind. I think about this map at least once a week, if not more. Imagine being a thing enjoyer. Imagine enjoying anything. We got some rain. There's a couple reasons why this map and a lot of these maps in general have stayed with me, and it's because I didn't just look at them. I actively played Trouble in Terrorist Town here. I enjoyed myself on this map in addition to enjoying the map itself. There's certainly other things that people have made that are similar to this, but they didn't hit me as hard because I didn't play TTT on them. Also, this texture, I really want to know where he got this texture from. It almost looks like gelato. I'm a big fan. I really want to do another Livehouse inspired thing. There's a whole generation of people who are exposed to this kind of stuff, and I think it's breaking into the world of fine art quite a bit. There's a lot of people who've been making actual paintings about low poly, awkward era of graphics. The thing about these maps is, in addition to them being something that somebody just made for fun, there's such character in them. This is the kind of map where you play it and you think, this looks like something Nipper would make. That's what's so beautiful about this kind of thing. It's an art form that I think isn't always appreciated, especially by people who aren't involved in these spaces. I'm talking about it in a very dramatic way because it's like a pretty important thing to me. Back in the day when you had full servers, you could play TTT on a map like this, and it was a pretty fun game. You know, when people played the map enough, they knew all the little nooks and crannies in the corners of how to get everywhere. So it's not just that he made something like a painting, he made it so functional that other people were forced to learn about it and learn the mechanisms of the area. I love this map. DE Livehouse changed my life. Where else do you see something like this? The biggest thing is that I was just a kid exploring a really weird place, and stuff like this exists in newer games too that people are making that is just as inspiring, and you know, I can't wait to explore those as well.